Hello everyone, I am Dr. Mridu Gupta. I am an Ayurveda cum lifestyle consultant. So today I am here to give a live session on complete Ayurvedic approach to ease menopause. So first I would like to see who all are with me. Just give me a comment in the comment box. And am I properly audible to everyone? Please comment. Okay. No comment appeared. I think I should wait for some minutes more to start the session. I hope I'm clearly audible to everyone. Please comment in the comment section so that I get to know who all are with me in this session. And please mention, am I clearly audible? Just send a wave message or say hello. I can see Shelja ma'am watching this video. Please ma'am, message me. I think I should wait for some more minutes. Okay. Right, I can see all new members are coming. I can see Megha, Preeti, Shelja, Mrs. Shelja, Mansi. Just give me a wave message in the comment section. Am I clearly audible to everyone? I hope so. Our today's topic is complete Ayurvedic approach to ease menopause. So most of this group is of women category. So I thought this is the best topic for this session. So should I start this session? Okay. So today's topic is complete Ayurvedic approach to ease menopause. Before we start the session, as we are talking about Ayurvedic approach, what is Ayurveda? हम सभी सुनते हैं Ayurveda के बारे में, but exactly what Ayurveda is? Ayurveda, as its name suggests, it is a combination of two words, that is Ayur plus Ved, means life, and the Ved is the science. So it is a science of life or longevity. It has basically two aims. Ayurveda में हम दो approach लेके चलते हैं, that is the curative and the preventive aspect. We have to preserve the health of healthy individual. And second approach is we have to treat the illness or disease. So as जैसे कि modern science में we treat only the diseases, but in Ayurveda we see both the aspects. Basically Ayurveda emphasize more on prevention and maintenance of health. In this Ayurveda pathy, what are the basic principles of Ayurveda? You must be wondering why I am telling you all these things, because before we go further, we need to know what is Ayurveda and how it works. So Ayurveda is based on Tridosha therapy. What are these doshas? Doshas are Vata, Pitta and Kapha. According to Ayurveda, as long as these doshas work in balanced state, we are healthy. If these doshas get disturbed, the body become ill or get diseases. So what happens? These doshas, as per Ayurveda, is believed to be formed by Panch Mahabhut. Panch Mahabhut हम सभी जानते हैं, पृथ्वी, जल, आकाश, अग्नि, वायु. And these doshas make the body of an individual. Like we each have a specific unique fingerprints. Like this, we have the specific balance of these doshas when we are born. So that is called the individual body constitution, जिसको हम आयुर्वेद में प्रकृति से रिलेट करते हैं. At the time of birth, there is a specific balance of these doshas. According to that, an individual has a specific physical, emotional, and other characteristics. So what are the function of these doshas? These doshas have specific function in our body. When they are working properly, that means all the functions are working properly. What are the main, basically I can't give you a much detail about these doshas, but in this session I can tell you the brief detail about the function of these doshas. Vata, Pitta and Kapha. Vata is related to the movement of the body. किसी भी तरह की बॉडी में मूवमेंट हो, चाहे वो आई बॉल्स की हो, चाहे वो हैंड्स एंड लेग्स की हो, चाहे वो नर्व्स की कंडक्शन की मूवमेंट हो, चाहे वो फूड की मूवमेंट हो, दैट इज ऑल इज डन बाय वाता. सो वाता इज रिलेटेड टू, इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर एवरी मूवमेंट इन द बॉडी. पित्ता. Pitta is responsible for metabolism and digestion. It is also responsible for vision and also the skin quality. Then comes the Kapha. What is Kapha? Kapha is, we thought of that mucus only, but it is not just the mucus. It is responsible for lubrication, strengthening and stability of the body. Like we see, the bones are joined by a synovial fluid. That is a kind of Kapha. So these are the functions of three doshas. Now the second element need to understand in Ayurveda is the Prakriti that I told you about it. That Prakriti, according to the Prakriti, we can advise patient specific lifestyle diet, and according to the imbalance in the specific Prakriti, we can advise these things. Then the third element comes the age classification. In Ayurveda, basically the three age classification is done: childhood, middle age and the old age. In the childhood age, that is from birth to basically 16 years of age. In this phase, the Kapha dominate. So this age is called Kapha age. Now comes the middle age. That is almost attending this session is in this middle age. That middle age is from 16 years to 50-60 years. In that age, Pitta dominates. So this is called Pitta age. Now comes the old age, that is after 50s or 60s. In that age, Vata dominate. So this is called Vata phase. So this was all about that Ayurveda and how it works and what are the basic principles of Ayurveda. Now we will further go with the menopause topic. What is exactly the menopause is? Menopause we all have heard, but exactly we don't know what is the menopause. This is the end of menstrual cycle in a woman. This is the phase which every woman has to go through in her life. As per Ayurveda, as we discussed, there are three phases. As per Ayurveda, we says that if a woman passes from Pitta age to Vata age, then it is called as the menopausal age. It can happen at any age. It can be different for any, it can be different for every woman, but it generally happens between the ages of 45 to 55. Average age of menopause is 47. These days it has become little earlier, but there is no starting point and there is no ending point. It is like a trip, and it is not an overnight journey. It is a gradual process. It takes years to happen. So as a woman, we should need to know that what will happen in our body, or what can be happen in our body. So in some cases we have seen premature menopause also happens. That is before 40s. Before 40s, if menopause generally it occurs, it is called premature menopause. This is not the normal menopausal age, but still it can happen to anyone. Many factors can be there behind this thing. That there might be a strong family history, or there is a history of hysterectomy हुआ है patient का, or she might have undergone cancer treatment, or there is a history of chronic smoking. So these are the factors that can be related to that premature menopause. Now I will discuss about the stages of menopause. Basically 3 stages are defined: pre-menopause or perimenopause, menopause and the post-menopause. So pre and peri, they are almost the same. I will not define them differently right now because I have to be a little short in the session. What is perimenopause or premenopause? Premenopause is a phase when a woman shows this transition or she starts showing the symptoms in her body. जब उसकी बॉडी में कुछ ना कुछ हार्मोनल या कुछ भी सिम्टम्स हमें दिखने शुरू हो जाते हैं, दैट इट इज कॉल्ड द प्रीमेनोपॉज. इट कैन जनरली हैपन इन द 30s और 40s. तो इसका भी कोई स्पेसिफिक एज नहीं है, बट बिकॉज ऑफ द आर टुडेज लाइफस्टाइल सो मच स्ट्रेस, ये अर्ली हमें चेंजेस देखने को मिलने लगे हैं. सो व्हाट आर द साइंस ऑफ प्रीमेनोपॉज? वी कैन जज we are in which stage of this phase. So if you feel hot flushes, what are hot flushes? Hot flushes are suddenly you feel heat on your body, on your face, that is called hot flushes. And in this phase there is irregularity of the menses that might be heavier or lighter. And other symptoms are you might feel breast pain, loss of sex desire, and thinning of hair, change in your skin, headaches, muscular stiffness, pains in body, and sometimes increase in heartbeat too. And there definitely will be a fertility issue also, क्योंकि in this stage a woman who wants to conceive will be difficult for her to get conceive. Now comes the menopause age. This age happens between 45 to 55 as I told you earlier, and the average age is 47. But the exact definition of the menopause is when you don't have the periods for consequent 12 months. Means if you don't have the period for continuous 1 year, then it is considered that you have achieved that menopause. So in this phase, we have seen that pitta disturbances were there, but vata comes into the picture. Vata, as I told you, it is related to the movement or of nerves also. So nervous system से related भी इसमें troubles we can see, like anxiety है, mood swings है, depression है, and lack of sleep है, and vaginal dryness भी इसमें you can observe. Frequent urination हो जाता है. तो in this phase we can see one more symptom, that is the cold flashes. Hot flashes तो थे ही पहले से, but immediately after feeling of heat on face, you can feel the sweating, chills and shivering too. What is the reason behind that? हमारे ब्रेन में एक सेंटर होता है हाइपोथैलेमस, that is responsible for maintaining the temperature of our body. जब बहुत ज़्यादा टेम्परेचर बढ़ जाता है and that hot flushes are too much, then brain signal देता है that hypothalamus then maintains the temperature of the body by giving this cold flashes. So this is the specific symptom in this phase. Now comes the post-menopause phase. In this phase, as the name suggests, it is after menopause. But how we can define this stage? If you had your last periods 2 to 3 years back, that means you are in this post-menopause phase. In this phase, you will feel more dryness in the vagina and you might feel hot flashes still. There is no specific reason why you are feeling hot flashes, but you feel it. You will feel it. During this change and the transition, I have discussed all the symptoms, but you have to be careful if you see that some of the symptoms that are not normal symptoms, like these are called the danger signs. If you feel spotting immediately after your periods, that you have the periods yesterday or today, and you immediately after completion of the periods you feel that spotting again, that is not a normal sign. And if you feel blood clots in your periods, that is also not a normal sign. And if you bleed after intercourse, that is also not a normal sign. And periods, if the periods are too longer or too shorter than the normal, these are the danger signs where we have to rule out what is the reason behind them. And to rule out that, we can go for investigations that can be hormonal imbalance, that can be cancer, that can be fibroids. Fibroids are generally very common in this phase, intramural fibroids basically, and that are treatable. So no need to get worried during this phase if you get the fibroids. We can treat them through Ayurveda.